I didn't leave with a suitcase. I didn't slam the door. I didn't even write a dramatic goodbye. I just walked away, quietly, like someone slipping out of a room they no longer belonged in. And maybe that's the part that still haunts her. We were together for 5 years. 3 of those years, I thought we were building something real, the kind of love that outlasts rough patches, disagreements, life's usual noise. But you don't know it's all a lie until the curtain falls. Her name was Maya. Smart. Magnetic. Everyone liked her. The kind of woman who could talk a stranger into trusting her in 5 minutes. And I did trust her. Completely. That was my first mistake. We met through friends. Coffee turned into dinner. Dinner turned into weekends. Within a year, we were sharing a space and a life. She'd always say, "You're the only person who doesn't expect me to be perfect." I thought that meant something. I thought it meant safety. But looking back, I think she meant it as a warning. The signs didn't start as red flags. They started as soft pink. Late-night work meetings, phone calls she'd take in another room, a new friend from work she mentioned just a little too often. I tried not to be the paranoid guy. I gave her space, trusted her schedule, believed her explanations, even when my gut told me not to. Then one night she left her laptop open. I wasn't snooping. It lit up while I was passing by. And there it was, a message thread. Not a single smoking gun, but enough to make the room spin. Inside jokes, pet names, references to moments I wasn't part of. And one message that read, "Last night was perfect. Can't stop thinking about you." That was all it took. 5 years of trust. Erased with one sentence. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just closed the laptop, sat on the edge of the bed, and stared at the wall. She walked in 10 minutes later, humming a song, completely unaware that I knew. I didn't say a word. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay next to her in the dark, listening to her breathe, wondering how many nights she'd come back from someone else's bed and laid next to me like nothing happened. The next morning, I left for work like usual, kissed her on the cheek like usual, then I never went back. I took nothing except a backpack with essentials. Let the lease expire without notice. Changed my number, told my job I'd be remote for a while. I went off-grid, emotionally, mentally, physically, no dramatic send-off, no confrontation, just silence. And I know that silence burned her more than any angry words ever could. For months, I lived in a tiny Airbnb in a neighboring city. 1 room, mattress on the floor, no decorations. It was exactly what I needed. No memories, no triggers, no lies in the walls. I focused on work, therapy, running, and slowly. The noise in my head started to quiet down. For the first time in years, I didn't feel like I was performing for someone. I felt like me. Then, 6 months later, on a dry, ordinary Wednesday, I saw her. Not in the rain, not soaking wet, not standing like a lost puppy. She was just there, leaning against her car, parked outside the co-working space I'd been using. No stormy sky, no tragic music, just cold wind and the sound of traffic. I froze. She stepped forward, nervous smile, a little thinner, a lot less put together. "Hey," she said softly. I didn't respond, just stared. "I know you probably don't want to see me," she continued, voice trembling slightly, "but I've been trying to figure out how to find you for months." I crossed my arms, said nothing. I didn't expect you to disappear," she said, almost accusing. "I thought you'd talk to me." "You lied," I said flatly, repeatedly, "and I was supposed to give you the courtesy of a goodbye?" Her eyes dropped. "I know, I deserved worse." She paused, swallowed. "I ended it. The other thing. A week after you left. I haven't been the same since. I've been going to therapy. I'm trying to understand why I blew up the best thing I ever had." I looked at her, this woman I used to love, and for a second I felt it, that urge to comfort her, to ask if she was okay, but it passed. "I didn't leave because you made a mistake," I said. "I left because you made a choice, and then you made it again, and again." She bit her lip, nodded slowly. "I don't expect forgiveness," she said. I miss you, the way we laughed, the way you used to hold me like the world could fall and we'd still be fine. I've never had that with anyone else." I sighed. "Yeah, because that was real. But you chose something that wasn't." She looked at me then, really looked, and her voice cracked. "Do you think there's any part of you that still loves me?" I thought about it. Did I still love her? Maybe in some old version of me that no longer existed. "I think I love the idea of who I thought you were," I said. "But that version of you was never real, and the version of me that tolerated being lied to, he's gone too." She didn't cry. She didn't fall apart. She just stood there in that plain parking lot, in the fading afternoon light, and nodded. "Okay," she whispered. "I just had to try." I watched her walk back to her car. No storm, no tears, no begging in the rain, just reality. And it was heavier than any drama. I never saw her again, and I didn't need to, because walking away without a word, that wasn't weakness. It was me, finally choosing myself.